All right, I think President Obama just said, I am so done with this. I'll be out of here on January 20th. So putting an end to fighting amnesty issues in court, former Reagan economist Diana Furchtgott-Roth on if Donald Trump is better suited to deal with this. And obviously he will be the new president, and that's pretty much the message from the Obama administration. It will be his issue, and it will hopefully be his issue to solve. What do you make of this?
Well, he's made it very clear on the campaign trail that he loves immigration, but he loves legal immigration, and he wants to have more expeditious legal immigration and less illegal immigration, starting out with removing criminals who are here illegally in the country. And that had a wide, resounding success throughout the country. And he is obviously going to implement what he said on the campaign trail.
Now, what will the fallout be? He's already, that is, the president-elect, dialed back some of the harshest terms he talked about on the campaign, that is, shipping them all back, 11 to 15 million of them, or deporting them in waves. I think now the largest number is 2 to 3 million, Diana, and largely the so-called bad hombres, as he put it, those with criminal backgrounds or have done bad stuff while they've been here.
Right.
Do you think that's where he leaves it, or what?
Well, President Obama has also deported 2 to 3 million people. And Mr. Trump has made it very clear that he wants to make it easier for people to come here legally. And I think he's going to look at, on a case-to-case basis, people who are here who are not criminals. But that remains to be seen, and what's most important is following the law, and it's Congress who sets these laws. It's the president who enforces them, and President Obama has not done that. He just lets people walk across the border, and here we have ISIS setting up bases in Mexico. It's just not safe not to have that wall or to have that level of insecurity in the United States with people who want to kill us.
So if he's also talked about being flexible on the so-called wall, maybe part of it will be a fence, maybe there won't be a wall per se, or one that the Mexicans would pay for, but that we will, and then demand payment from them later. Are those mixed messages, you think, hurting him, or just kind of redefining him on this issue?
I think it's clear that he wants the security of the United States. He says he's going to start out with a wall, and Mexicans are going to pay for it through higher visa fees. He explains it very clearly in this book, Crippled America, that there are visa fees that can be charged. And it's not just Mr. Trump who said this. Nobel Prize winner Gary Becker advocated auctioning off visas starting at $50,000 and then going upwards. So there's clearly a substantial amount of revenue that could be gained from charging better prices for visas. And I don't think that Mr. Trump is stepping back on his central premise that we need to make America safer, that we need more legal immigration, and that illegals who are criminals should not be in the country.
Dan, real quickly while I have you here, he's obviously still meeting with lots of folks from lots of backgrounds, including even some Democrats for key administration positions in his cabinet or senior staff. But on the economic team, he has sent out signals that it might be a Wall Streeter, that it could be someone you know, from that background. Mixed messages and responses on that. What do you think?
Well, I think Mr. Trump is interviewing, obviously, a very, very wide range of people, and he's going to choose the best qualified people for the jobs. He has a big mandate from the American people for change, and he's going to make that happen in the most efficient and effective way possible.
Do you worry, though, if it's a Wall Streeter? Some populists have told me, the very ones who backed Mr. Trump to begin with, said that's not the kind of person we want in there. We don't want someone whose loyalties might lie to Wall Street. Do you think that's a silly argument, or one that Mr. Trump should weigh?
I think that Donald Trump and Mike Pence are right now picking the most talented people, and that experience on Wall Street should not be a disqualifier. I mean, if you're going to regulate an industry such as the banking industry, you need someone who has experience in that industry. You don't just want to pull somebody off the street who has no experience in banking to regulate banking. So they're going to pick very talented people, and I don't think anything should be a disqualifier.
You hope. You hope. All right. Thank you very, very much, Diana. Good seeing you again.
Great to be with you.